Two sides pretty much on the same page and talking a bipartisan budget blueprint with our own Rich Edson. Have a listen to Democrat Max Baucus and Republican Dave Camp trying to reach common ground on taxes.
Is there a reasonable revenue number, whether it be a buy down or whether it be over a 10-year score?
We will that. I think there will be some revenue. I talked to the Democratic leadership about the need for revenue. They understand that.
In the House, that more revenue is not something we think is necessary. But I think the real focus of both of us is get the policy right.
What did that mean? Grover Norquist heard all of that, started puking. Not really, but I just sort of upped the agitator. He says under the guise of reform, the only thing Washington changes is how much it taxes, not whether it ever addresses spending. Grover, you're not exactly happy with this kumbaya, huh?
Well, I don't see kumbaya. What we heard there was Dave Camp, the Republican head of the Ways and Means Committee in the House, saying he's going to do revenue-neutral tax reform, meaning not tax increase. 1986, lower rates, broaden the base, no net tax increase. That's what he's doing. That's where he's going. He's not going to raise taxes. Max Baucus had originally told other senators and congressmen that he was going to be doing revenue-neutral tax reform. His boss, Harry Reid, he doesn't work for the people of Montana, sadly. He works for Harry Reid. Harry Reid told him, hey, go get me some money. And Harry Reid has said he's not allowing any tax reform package out of Baucus to be voted on in the Senate.
Yeah, but I think you're missing something that was profound. I respect you a great deal, Grover, but I think you're missing something very interesting out of Camp, that when he went and talked about revenue neutral as a goal, he did something that a lot of party purists, maybe you're in this bunch or not, I don't know, when you give away allowances and special exemptions and credits, that has the near-term impact of raising taxes, because something that wasn't necessarily a tax you paid is a tax you're suddenly paying. So some Tea Partiers are already seizing on that as a sign, wait, Republicans are blinking on an issue they've already blinked on and already given on. What do you say?
Okay, I don't think so. I had a long conversation with Chairman Camp this last week.
Well, do you think they really mean what they say? Well, wait a minute. They used to sign your pledge willy-nilly, and they break it
No, Camp has signed the pledge. Camp has kept his commitment. Camp has said we're going to do tax reform, not a tax increase. That's his position. The guy who's changed his position is Baucus, who said he wanted to do tax reform, not a tax hike, but tax reform.
So you think,
has now been
all right, let's say you're right, Grover. That means nothing's going to get done, period, though, because the two then, on that matter alone, are far enough apart to indicate we're looking at late next month a shutdown.
No. The tax reform is separate.
I understand that, but you know what I'm getting at, that they are still polar opposites when it comes to dealing with the underlying issues.
This is not a secret. The Republicans want to keep taxes low and spend less. The Democrats want to raise taxes to spend more. They're not in agreement. They're in disagreement.
Right.
And we're going to have this fight on the continuing resolution. We'll have it on the debt ceiling. And when we get to tax reform, we'll have it then, too.
All right. Well, keep an eye on him, as you always do. Grover Norquist, Americans for Tax Reform. He's the president. And always a thorn in these guys' side. I mean that in a good way. It's good to be a thorn.